Hi, dear friends, cultural creatives, and life enthusiasts everywhere. Hey, listen, it's time for a new season to begin, a new season of life, a new way of looking at life. Yeah, the end of 2016, thank you very much for that, but now we're moving into 2017. And I remember everyone used to talk about when I was younger, it's time for a New Year's resolutions time. New Year's resolution, that old story where you sit down and make a whole list of wonderful ideas that you like and then forget them the next morning. That one? Yeah. But this time, let's look at it from a different point of view. Let's look at it from the point of view of the biology of belief and epigenetics. And I say, why is it relevant? Because the reality that we now understand is that the expression of the mind is translated into chemistry, and that chemistry then controls our biology and our genetics. So basically, the brain takes a picture that we have in our head and translates that into neurosecretions, sort of like paint by numbers, so that we translate a picture into neurochemistry that matches that picture. Point simple. A good picture has some wonderful chemistry release, things such as dopamine and oxytocin, chemicals of love and bonding and feeling good. Well, a picture of something very negative releases stress hormones, which actually puts us in a mode of protection and really changes our whole biology. Well, what about New Year's resolutions? I mean, of course, how many of us have sometime in our life said, yeah, this is my coming year, and January 2nd, that New Year's resolution is lost, forgotten, and that was the end of it. So what do we need to understand about the biology of belief in New Year's resolutions is simply this. 95% of our life comes from the subconscious program. That only 5% comes from the creative mind. That's the creative mind, remember, is the one that's writing those resolutions. So you can have all the most wonderful resolutions in the world, and yet you're affecting only about 5% of your life with that picture. The whole idea is to put the resolution in your conscious mind and then translate that into a subconscious program. That changes everything. Because once you put the new picture in and download into subconscious, you don't have to think about it anymore. Because once the new program of what you were looking for is put into that subconscious, the subconscious will guide you to that very destination. So the simple truth is, a New Year's resolution is by definition a chance to reprogram. And that's where the important part comes in. Just writing a New Year's resolution down once, or even just thinking it once, does nothing to change the subconscious program. So what do you think might be a good way of doing it? Well, in my opinion, a good way of changing your life and creating those resolutions is to put it down on paper, to create an image of what you're looking at, to have a feeling about what you're looking at. What I'm getting to in this is that to make a resolution go in deep, put it in through very many different senses. The senses of the eyes, the senses of the ears. What would my life be like if I was there? What would I hear? All these kind of things. Every time you add a picture in with a different sense, you are building a composite in your subconscious mind. And repetition is the secret of changing the subconscious program. So yes, you have a great resolution. Well, then work on that resolution, not making it happen, just putting the image into your head, repeating that image, seeing that picture over and over again, going to sleep with, this is what I'm looking for. And it becomes very important because, as we have demonstrated in biology of belief, once this image is put in the subconscious mind, the image is not necessarily something you need to work on with your conscious mind. It has now been programmed. It will happen automatically. But you must create that download step. So, simple point. What is it you really want? Why I ask this very fundamental question is this, is most people say, well, I don't want that and I don't want that. And I say, yeah, but what is it you want? You say, well, I want to be happy. And I go, well, that's not, happy as a result of having something you want. So you can't program happy, but you can program a place of happy, a way of life of happy. So here's the idea. This is a good time to say, what is it you want out of your life? For a very simple reason. The subconscious is going to get you to that destination. If you have no destination in there, the subconscious meanders all over the place like, hey, let's try this and let's try that. Some things are good, some things are not so good. That's random chance. Let's eliminate the chancy part and put down something that is more effective and direct, and that is this. First, really visualize what kind of world you would like to be living in. What is around you? What are you doing? What are the people that are around you? The more detail you fill in to this image, the more complete that picture, the easier it is for the subconscious to manifest it. When you leave blanks out of the story and just leave it open to the universe to throw a wild card in, that's when some of the good ideas go bad. So here's our conclusion for resolutions. Resolutions work, but not from the conscious mind. Resolutions work once they're implanted into the subconscious program. The more detail that you put into that image that you're trying to create, the easier it is for the subconscious to lead you and guide you to that final destination. It is so critical. If you don't have a visual understanding in your head of where am I going, how are you going to get there? So New Year's resolutions are real, but they're not just made for write it down one day and let it go. The idea is to make an image, complete it as best you can with all the things the way you would like to have it happen. And when you do that and keep this picture in your mind, your subconscious will automatically take that as a program for a destination in your life. And why is this so important at this moment? Because as we enter this new year, the most important thing is this: we are creating. And it's time for us to take our responsibilities and start creating what we want, because the world's in chaos. And I say, this chaos is not bad, the chaos is good, because it's breaking down an old structure that doesn't support us. And we're in the middle of a chaos because nobody has the picture of where we're going. So I'm leaving this to you at this point to ask you to participate in creating the world we want. And all you have to do is focus on the world that you want. Take that image, fill it out to its fullest capacity, replay it in your head. It will be downloaded in your subconscious. And when we talk about this next January, we'll have an opportunity to say, well, how was that? I hope it was much better than 2016. It's yours. It's your opportunity to take power and control. And I hope you do, because I know your creation will be the world I want to live in. Thank you very much.